All right, one marriage skill women didn't know about. Women didn't know about. According to this actor, Emeka Amakeze, film girl and Chia. Let me know if you guys can still hear me. Just let me know you can still hear me because I took myself out there for a second. Let me know if you can still hear me. I beg. Why you must? Okay, so there's another story here, but Emeka Amakeze. Let me play this short video and then we'll talk in a second. Let me know you can still hear me. I beg. Can you guys still hear me? Let me share my screen now. Can you guys still hear me? Yes, no, yes, maybe, yes. Can you still hear me? I gotta check myself. All right, yeah. All right, we're good to go. All right, so let me play this video and then we'll talk.
Like to us when we're growing up, they told us that cooking keeps a man. They told us that you need to know how to cook. Okay, it's very important for you to know how to cook as a lady. See, let me tell you guys something. The kind of men I've been meeting are people that don't even care if you can cook. They don't even ask you, oh, what can you cook? Can you cook this soup for me? They all have chefs. And you know that to even afford a chef is even so affordable.
Not the chef.
So all those men telling you, baby, can you cook? If you cannot cook, I cannot marry you. Boo! I'm telling you this thing, like, from the deepest part of my heart. They lied to us when we were younger. They told us that you must know how to cook. See, cooking does not keep marriage. It doesn't even keep relationship. Number one thing is your personality. Do you respect the man? How does your spirit flow with the man's spirit? All those other things. Now, rubbish! Listen, they lied to us when we were growing up.
She said, "Now rubbish."
Keeps a man.
That's funny. So Emeka Amakeze, I didn't know this guy, but he's an actor, an Hollywood actor. He's the cover for today. All right. He said, as a man, it is okay if you want a woman who does not know how to cook, but please spare your children the trauma of eating rubbish and lying to their peers that their mother's food is sweet. Wait, what? From where to where? I'm confused. When I saw this, I was like, what is he talking about? The last part of as a man, it is okay if you want a woman who does not know how to cook. All right. So he made that point, but then the next word is but. Okay, a big old but, which means he's looking for an angle to negate everything he just said. Okay, but please spare your why are we talking about wait spare your children the trauma. How did they get so far to trauma of eating rubbish? Shots fired. If your wife does not know how to cook, what that translates is to that your children will eat rubbish. That's the point he's been trying to make. He could have made that in 4 words, but he had to ramble around before he gets there. The trauma of eating rubbish and lying to their peers that their mother's food is sweet. That part completely lost me. But this part right here, spare your children the trauma of eating rubbish. The point he wants to make, let me help him make it. If you don't know how to cook as a woman, your children will eat rubbish. Anyway, here's the thing. Personally, my woman, she cooks, okay? And I like it that way, okay? I like it that way. Now, I also know a lot of good women, personally, that don't cook like that, and they've managed. They know how they make it work, right? Now she talked about the chef thing, right? The chef thing is a stretch. An average person is not going to have a chef, not even in Nigeria. Okay, an average person does not have a chef, so I don't know why she brought a chef into it. But the reality is that if a woman is absolutely, just because she doesn't like cooking doesn't mean she won't cook. Okay. Just because she loves cooking doesn't mean she will cook, right? The reality when you enter a marriage is quite different from all of these rules. She's absolutely correct about that. And also, if you meet a man in his right mind, the last question is going to be asking you, at least not in an interrogative way, is if you cook or not. You know? So I won't say cooking is rubbish. Cooking is a life skill. Cooking is a survival skill. Okay? With that being said, we're not going to lie to ourselves that cooking hasn't been attributed as part of the role of a woman in a marriage. Not designed by men per se. If it was designed by men, right, it wasn't enabled by men. Women actually have these expectations of themselves. That's the reality. Now, you might say it's patriarchy society. You could say that, right? You can say patriarchy society. It's okay to say that. But society, system, the patriarchy system, yes, that means all of us, literally. That means all of us, what we subscribe to. Okay? So it's not as simple as, well, it's just rubbish. Well, the reality is that if you're a woman, you're coming into a traditional marriage, nobody should have to tell you that, hey, I would like to cater to my man. If we have to tell you that, that man is at fault, because he should be able to know that, okay, I want that, I can deal with that, I can do it, right? It's at fault. If he ends up marrying you and then try to change you, he should take that as a cue that, hey, she's not going to cook, we're going to have to find other ways around that. Does it necessarily mean that your children are going to hit rubbish? No, absolutely not. You can absolutely pay for people to come and cook in bulk in your house. You two can also work together with your spouse, your wife, and come up with ways to cook for the family. You can literally watch YouTube videos and cook. We're making this out to be what is not. Okay? So, suddenly this man is like telling us some kind of secret that we didn't know before. No. I think most women knew that cooking is part of the deal. The woman that says, I don't cook, is the exception. She's not the typical. And we try to blow out these stories like it's a big deal. No, it's okay if she doesn't want to cook, she doesn't know how to cook. Good luck to her. She'll find somebody who is okay with that. And there are many people that are like that. And they figured out a way to make that work. Does it translate directly to eating rubbish? I disagree. No, it doesn't. That is manipulative. Saying stuff like that is manipulative. Okay? Because we can tell. Look at how he went around. Okay, not him, because I don't know him, but I'm just saying there's a lot of people that will support that. As a man, it is okay if you want a woman who does not know how to cook. No, he actually wants to say you're a wimp. If you want, no man is waking up one day and say, I want a woman who doesn't know how to cook. Nobody is saying that. So you're just being condescending, if anything. Right? Because you're trying to make a whole different point, which is if a woman cannot cook, it's rubbish. The point I'm making is that you're blowing this out of proportion. Most women, they know that they will cook, right? They know that if they didn't cook, they will walk around a way to mitigate or to find a way to walk around that. They already know that. That's not the issues wrong with marriage. She's right about that. That's not the number one thing with the marriage. He's right about that. You guys have to figure out how to eat. You'll figure it out. You will figure that out, okay? The rest of the things that you need to worry about is your skills. How to make a marriage work. You might know how to attract people. Can you keep them around for a long time in a healthy way, in a healthy relationship? Once you know how to cook, it's completely solved. Have you heard of people that cook and nobody is eating their food, or somebody is complaining of their food, right? Because they cook in a little bit of a slightly different way from the way the husband was raised. You never heard that before? Okay, so we're pushing this and we're making a whole big deal out of nothing. Let me go through some of the comments and then we'll round up. See ahead like eclipse of the moon. Jesus Christ. Hey. Wahala. Let me see here. I'm just reading some of the comments right now so that we can round up. Someone said her head is like the eclipse of the moon. Jesus. As a woman, How you know go sabi cook? God abeg o. So that's a woman who said that. Okay. Funny thing is, this kind lady will go out of her way to cook for her man. Mumu go this support him. Exactly. If you're in love, you can't wait to cater to him. However way you do that. If it's cooking, it's cooking. Or you want to show him cooking. Let me give you a good news flash. My wife, when she tells you to, she didn't cook before she moved into my house. After we got married. She just didn't. So if I asked her earlier on, I said, can you cook? She might not, But once she moved in, she started cooking. I didn't know until later on. I didn't, because she wanted to cook for us. She just wanted to cook for us. She wanted to play that role. It made her feel proud to want to do that. It wasn't years until years later that I found out, like, wait, what? You didn't cook? I didn't realize. I couldn't tell. Okay. But must you know how to cook just for a man? Like today, eat better food. That's another angle. See, that's why I said earlier, most women will not be painting this picture either, right? Cooking for a man isn't just cooking. It isn't not just a basic skill. To men, it's a stamp of care. It's the easiest feminine urge that most women have to feed the people they love. So when a woman is saying, I can't cook for a man, I can't wake up to cook for my husband, a man is hearing, she doesn't love me enough to nurture my primary needs. Good point. Fair enough. Where you dey see affordable chefs? That's a good. See, I said that earlier. An average person does not have chefs like that. The men you have been meeting don't want any commitment with you, only for the knacks. Jesus. Everyday person go they struggle to make heaven because of people like you. Which kind of head be this? I'm done. I'm just gonna leave that at that. I'm done. Anyway, do me a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified whenever we go live. Let me know your thoughts about this, okay, in the comment area. Hopefully you've been enlightened, educated. I'll see you on the next one, and peace.
It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Me love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.